today, although it is a bit wet, so I'm not surprised. Just going to do another update today on the allotment. It's a bit of a brisk wet morning. My name's Lee. If you've been following, you see that this is my first allotment holding, so I've got previous videos you can look at of the state that obviously I received it in and what I've done now. It's an ongoing job, so I'm continuing to make improvements and get it up for spring, so I can do some planting and stuff. I've got some seeds starting to sow. I've sowed some seeds at home, which I'll be bringing out obviously closer to March time, obviously depending on what they are. I mean, if you like the content or you're new to this channel, then obviously please give a thumbs up, subscribe, provide plenty of comments. I've had a few comments which have been really good and helpful. And yeah, I mean, I'll bring you along. My plan today, I'm not like other videos where I'm going to show you me digging, because I just think that's pointless. But my plan today, because I've only got an hour down here, is to dig over that bed. I've got the compost in there. Dig over that bed. I'll take that up, dig that bed over, and dig this bed over. So I've got the 3 beds I need to dig up. And then depending how, I've only got an hour and a bit, so depending how I get on, I may do these. But the plan is these 3 beds. And that little one. So that's the plan for today. So yeah, I'll crack on, and I'll give you a quick update halfway through. See you in a bit. So I didn't show you showed the polytunnel in the previous video, what I've done here. Makes such a difference coming in and being able to just walk down without just treading in dirt. It's good. I left them 2 windows open, and it has reduced the condensation inside, which is good. So I might actually do 2 more of the vents down the end. So these 2, I'll have these 2 open, and these 2, because I want to try and I don't want it to start getting mouldy and stuff. And you know, this allotment for me, I'm not retired, so I'm not going to be coming down every single day. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. Quick update on the beds. So my original plan was obviously those beds, so I've managed to dig this one over. I've dug this one over, just need to rake it. Dug that one over, got that one to do. Done them in 20 minutes. I mean, the soil's pretty good, and it's wet as well. There's a few bindweed. I spent still a lot of time picking up bindweed. I mean, I'd like to eventually go to no dig, but that's not for this season. If you go back to one of my first videos, I mean, this whole plot was literally covered in weed membrane. Even the raised beds had the weed membrane going over the raised bed and into the raised bed. So when I pulled all that up, and I've got weed membrane down, I'm not saying I'm not being hypocritical. I mean, I am using it, but I'm only using it for the parts. I'm not covered. I haven't covered the whole area up with weed membrane. So, but that literally covered the whole thing. And but when I pulled it all up, it was just a sea of bindweed. So that's what took a lot of the time. But I mean, luckily I had help. My dad came and gave me a hand, so 2 hands made light work, and I've had my children coming down as well. They've been giving a little bit of a help as well, so that does help. But yeah, I mean, that was to get it to here. It doesn't take a lot, but to be honest with you, but it does. And as I said, I'm not full-time. I've got a full-time job, so I'm not down here every day either. But if you get a little bit of help, then it does go a long way. But yeah, I'm spending a lot more time still doing bioweed. So I want to eventually go to no dig, because I think that is, for me and for anybody who's got a busy lifestyle, that is the way forward. Near the end of the season, if you're not using a bed, then you can just cover it with cardboard, weight it down, and then mid to late winter you can maybe start put some compost on there as well, and then edging into spring you can put some better compost on as well, some of your own compost. I'm not going to have any of my own compost this year. For next year I think it's going to take a season or two to get a good quality compost, but we'll wait and see. So yeah, I'm going to dig this one over. I'm just stopping for a coffee. The bottles are still here, they haven't blown away yet. Yeah, dig this bed over, and so I might be able to get onto some of these raised beds. I wouldn't mind actually digging these two over, because these two have got the archway in. The archway I'm going to planted, sowed some sweet pea, so I'm going to put sweet pea over here, and then I've got French beans as well, so I might do another arch, or I might do another structure that I can do not sweet peas, French beans on, because I do want French beans. I want to get good proper French beans, and you can freeze them as well, so they're pretty good. So I might do that there. So anyway, right, that's me, enough waffling on. I'll bring you back for another update shortly. Quick stop. Just been there to get some manure, and there, and just walk past this rhubarb. I love rhubarb. Definitely got to be something I'll add to my allotment. Not too sure how long it takes to establish. Somebody knows, let me know. So we'll call this back now to the allotment. So I'm just digging up this corner here. A bit of a barren bit, this bit. I'm going to plant potatoes here, because it's, you can leave, once you plant them, you leave them, just cover them over. So you don't need to do much with them. So I thought I'd make use of this square space here, another square space over there. As you see here, I think I'll just come across the epicentre of bioweed. So I need to give this a good dig up. It's probably what's causing all the bioweed everywhere else. There's loads of it. Let's get this all up. Right, so I actually done better than I thought. So I'm actually going to. I've got another 20 minutes, so I've done the major bits of work I've done. So just give you an update. I think it's really important actually if you've not got much time on an allotment like me. I've got to get home, get the children got school next week. They've been on half term, so loads of stuff time I've got to do at home. So I can't spend all day down here. So I think it's important that you plan what you're going to do when you get down there. Obviously that doesn't always, for example, if the polytunnel blew away, then obviously, or my luxury shed fell over, then obviously I've got to prioritise that, but none of that's happened. So my goal today was to do these beds here, these two beds, that bed, that little bed. Then the next objective, if I've got them done, was to move on to these raised beds and these little beds, which I was able to do, and then I was able to squeeze that one in as a bonus objective. So I think, but having said that, the first objective was just to get these beds in. So if I just spent all time just doing them 3 beds, then again it still would have been a success, because that was the initial goal. So everything on top of that's a bonus. So that's these ones done. Like I said at the start of the video, I'm a bit cautious. I don't the polytunnel. The polytunnel is brilliant, but I don't want it to get all mildewy and mouldy inside, because as I said, if you look at the bottom parts of it here, it's dug in. That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to dig it in. Now, I'm not saying this won't ever blow away. I mean, it's not been tested. Touch wood. I'm touching my head. It'll be okay. And if you see one of the short videos, you'll see that I've bought some anchors, which I've buried the frame in, and I've put the anchors in. But I'm going to buy some more anchors and put them in as well. Similar anchors that I bought from my daughter's trampoline, and that survived the last big winds we had around here. The polytunnel wasn't up then, but the trampoline stayed. However, my garden is quite clayey, so I think that obviously helped with the stakes, where it's sod's law, isn't it? The soil here is really soft and loose, which is obviously you want for gardening, but it's crap for anchoring something down, so you can't have it both ways. Anyway, so I've lifted those halfway, these two, just get some air in, because I don't want it to go all mouldy inside. I noticed that around here it was fine, but in the middle, you see there, it's probably don't see that really, but there's some water coming down there, so I'll get these open, and then hopefully that'll bring some more air in. You see here, look, I've got little flies coming in here. They're obviously coming through the main door. It's nice and warm in here, that's why. So what I do need to do, I need to get a net for here, for this door. I see some people that have built like a wooden arch, and they've put a door in with a mesh. I'm going to need to do that for the definitely for the summer. If I want to get my tomatoes in there, otherwise they'll just be covered in green fly and stuff like that. Around here is the dreaded, my nemesis. I'm really putting this off. It's a spider's home in a minute. But you can tell at the bottom here, look all that bindweed. It's going to be full of it. I've got to motivate myself to do that. But here I'm thinking about what am I going to put here. I could actually, because I'm going to do a mixture of potatoes in the ground, and I'm also going to do some potatoes in bags. So maybe I can put the potatoes in the bags around here. You know, because it's a bit of a no man's land. I don't know if you can use that. No person's land, maybe. I don't know if that's the right terminology. Forgive me if that's wrong. That I was going to have as a compost bin, but I'm not now, because the compost needs to be more where the ground is. So I'm actually going to put the compost bins over here, down the end here, and then that makes it easy accessible. So I'll have a compost bin there, maybe two there, and I might put one at the end of this plot here, to do these bits here, so I can just drag it out. So yeah, so that's the update for today. As always, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave some comments. Obviously, please subscribe for future videos. As I said, I'm not releasing videos all the time, but I do them fairly regularly as well. And you know, if there's something you want to see, then ping me a comment. Let me know what you want me to make a video. Maybe there's something that I've done or been doing and not videoed it, and you want to know how I've done it or why I've done it that way. So catch you on the next one. Cheers now, have a good week. Bye.